a country back or much less consistently. And Nancy and the team negotiated okay. From Vava to Garin Chamu. Listen, to be or no, the don't be crying stable or San San will be until stopping you. Yes, it's your money. They are the best football country to have ever emerged.
Okay, my dear.
Then me that say, I'll talk a bit on the F1 at Ebaso this weekend. Or Miami Abonte, so and is going to be a really interesting race at a Betojano. And say, oh, check it, Miami ever since almost started, so the Grand Prix they be called in 2022 now. Max Verstappen and what dominating it twice and back on. So he decided to bottle it up and send to Mianka. So just 3 races now course over Miami, and this season has not been one of the best seasons for Max Verstappen because I was checking out of 5 races now Macona. It was only the Japanese Grand Prix no Timikuku Dim Kunimoho. And it has been exchanges between, the top, the second, and then the third mostly. And just the ended Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, it was Oscar Piastri and Obabedi first. And in F1, you were quite a fast way to points and after every race. Who did first, you get 25 points. Then the second person gets that is 18. The third, Nubenya 15. Now, if you are 12, so I would also 10 to 1 point. Then those points now, they build it up for the end of the entire season. The season in Abana, you will be a winner points to do a crown as the champion of the entire season. And so that is how it works. But after those individual points, or the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Oscar Piastri, Kukudim, could you believe, sir, for the first time in 10 and since 2010, listen, Yababenya Australian or lead the charge after 5 races with 99 points, which is Oscar Piastri. And the only person out here in Australia for in 2010 was Mark Webber, and the only manager Adema Piastri. So it tells you history is trying gradually to repeat itself again. But so here, Lewis Hamilton, the number of points I want to build their man over the past few years in the course of the races now. And the other image, then we look at the number of points. Listen, check the points difference between Lewis Hamilton, 4,893.5 on it, Max Verstappen. Over 1,700 points in a separate team. Lewis was able to go consistent for so many years. Now, the Formula 1 race and also dominating. But you ask yourself, after some few seasons of dominance, where is Verstappen? After 5 races this year, he has won just once. Just a near man and he will need some 1,700 points to be able to catch up with Lewis Hamilton or that top. So here, Max Verstappen in age, you would have that hope and the confidence with the right moves, with the right attitude, and so being enough things right, or being catch up with this number of points. But this is the moment. Oscar Piastri, Yenya Lando Norris, almost at the age of 24 and 25 respectively. McLaren, they are also coming through and then gradually trying to dethrone Max Verstappen. So betting a very good chase on Lewis Hamilton. And Hamilton may not be on top of issues now, but when the points now are built there to all time now, he'll be very comfortable looking at the fact that there have been certain drivers have recent or cause problems at the Max Verstappen. We are going to be in Miami and Yabeko said but the fact that in 3 races Verstappen has won twice now will give him a lot of confidence. So going to Miami, this is my land. In the I'll try as much as I can to pick the 25 points and I about that race by placing first. So the bear building up on Obitimi Akonanim. If not, then it will take a very long time for him to reach there. Perhaps Abia no one drew because any age, at the age of 27, I don't know, so gradually Okonanim. But Lewis was able to go until 40. He's 40 now and he's still racing. Until the Verstappen can also go up to that point. But the future, nobody knows and nobody can predict what the future holds. Until this Miami Grand Prix, one particular platformer, Verstappen will need to use that to bounce back and then to announce himself to the world, say, I still got this. After 5 races this year, my winning back there, but I can still come back and then try to get my grip on the Formula 1 meeting me dominating. And these interesting times ahead in Miami this weekend. The BCB and so I heard for us and see what we'll bring it back and then we'll try to give them whatever it takes to get there. Now, so here Liverpool for isn't 2025 I'm gonna the champions. But over the past 4 consecutive seasons, Manchester City for no naje. Now Daniel made mention of the fact that your points are a drew baby na club nya na still otoso mienu na it was overwhelming. A child said Manchester City, if you want to dethrone them, you need to go the mile. But this season, and team I know BFS or Mobile Roma Babaje title because they've placed second twice in a row in the Arsenal Football Club. But almost what Chelsea, they are one of the big bottlenecks when it comes to the Premier League. The Liverpool for after Babaje title. Look, this is a sweet victory because the number of games are with 1 month to spare. Liverpool for the title. And don't forget, Pep is still there arranging things. Or has said normal or planning normal kakra, and he is going to come back. And this is going to be a very big question. So next season, will Liverpool continue to dominate? Will Arsenal throw away their, lackadaisical attitude of playing the league? No, Mababi will not be. And I say Manchester City will be ready enough with their rebuilding. No, say coming back. At the free Liverpool for itself. In the next season, so no, a very, very interesting. But you look at the Wall of Champions, since I have some interest here. Check the last time Arsenal won. Then you check the last time Manchester United did. And apart from Leicester City, no, it's been Manchester City, Chelsea, and then Liverpool over the past few years. But so when managers are the first time or magic title or Premier League anymore. Daniel actually used that picture. Listen, Chelsea, and you have 3 different managers in that list. Because you Carlo Ancelotti, you get Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte. Then you talk about Manuel Pellegrini and now Arne Slot. Chelsea going at 3. And the same manager in the first season, nobody impose authority on the Premier League now all general. It depends on the materials now about better. And the amount ready someone the can on the bit me man. And to check the list. It's Ancelotti, it's Antonio Conte, it's Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho by in 2004, 2005. No? Not Chelsea team, no team, a team dominated England, baby. But he had the backing of Team Numpan in Fono. I want this player, no Makwa Kofanaba. Be Pewe ne Kofanaba. Striker, I say Bodini and Fabi also. I want Drogba. I say, who is that? I say, Mr. Abramovich, pay and don't speak. Okofa Drogba Breno. Let's check the results they were able to make. Then you check Carlo Ancelotti so coming now. He came to meet the squad because you see he is the greatest man manager in the history of the game. And the players know or Pano have a guide or Monoma title. Don't forget Sandra Mourinho, they won the title with the least goals conceded in the history of the Premiership. And the Carlo Ancelotti, Omona share goals kasi 101 at the Premier League title, and also your record. Then you check under Antonio Toto Conte. Only a defensive minded man. Into Oba, he managed to win the league so early for Chelsea Football Club. And it was materials na no more better. No more expertise. Ne kakra o de beka wona tum na aboa ma team na team yakọ na nima kwa title. But this time, can you say same for Chelsea Football Club? Check how the team is struggling. And then so kofa Pep Kraba Chelsea said the first time I all by your major title na Chelsea, you wouldn't believe it. Because all players now they are not worth winning the Premier League title. You check Manuel Pellegrini's squad, it wasn't a bad one. And also by with a bit of guidance, he managed to win the title. Then you check Arne Slot there. You didn't club a Juma or Babaya or Jato Honomo. Sent or the Kakrabi never count. Once a star baby. But and then I meet in the interview be or say he decided to make the players remain fit. Because the players need a fitter. That is where you have them available. Najuma Kessi or no. And he tapped in the club way and he managed to add a bit of that. And then kakra. Now, listen, there's a saying, they say, nobody turns off their TV for the commentator. Okay. Except, of course, it's your mother. Go be or baby game Nibiano so bad. A game no baby. But then after winning the title, Peter Drury said something, and I want us to have a glimpse of it. Now, I will tell you what it means and the impact that it could have on Liverpool Football Club.
Of Liverpool's people, how can Trent consider walking away from this? The days for which he has lived. And there is the liver bird back on its perch. Of Liverpool's people, how can Trent consider walking away from this? The days for which he has lived. And there is the liver bird back.
And you listen, I say, how could Trent consider walking away from this, the days of which he has lived? It will be said, Trent Alexander-Arnold, after celebrating all of this and being part of Liverpool's success under Klopp and under Arne Slot, how is he going to consider walking away from this? Listen, say Madrid for Trent deal now, they should be careful. Yes. If, as of now, if it's not done, care needs to be taken. Because feeling now Anfield Hono, and the managers celebrity and how they hail the players. No. So Trent call them or no kwada. Now Dream who say I'm leaving this from the start of which we have started winning things. He may try to reconsider. Then I know them really well. I know them really well.
It will be a real idea. No, son, or no, son, cannot.
And you're picking cry, I cook on one alpha. But was said you much so more.
He's moving to a club who say,
yes.
At least I need to go more.
Listen, you can't England for, Italy for.
Yeah.
Say, Corona or free so, say, Hono or Babona. Yana Sameting. So this guy might have decided to go, or decided to join the Madrid team. But winning under Klopp and winning under Arne Slot, our name said the future could be bright. Say, and Niama Bebre Basan so by Betimia Genoa Bebre, and don't forget after Van Dijk, this guy could be the next captain of the club.
Okay.
So captaining your boyhood club in your own vicinity. Listen, Madrid for New
Then I can Liverpool as Waji Premier League with Liverpool.
Yes.
Waji Champions League with Liverpool.
Yes.
Only the baby.
Then Waji
motivates not now.
Waji be but he may want to be a legend of this club.
Legend, yeah,
no correct. But legend now young when Vincent. Sana titles no say young.
Okay.
When you are okay. Say Liverpool for no team man a contract improve one abema ni sika sama okay. Say they be an Trent asesana again. The only way Madrid could survive near say Liverpool for so be you many free so for now he's gone already into Yenya Manenko. I have a feeling say by now the deal near close. But if it is not, then Real Madrid will have to be very, very careful.
All right.
Italian Serie A also interesting. Listen, Ketua be just a minute. 1 minute. Back up. Awesome. Isn't 74-71.
Yeah.
Antonio Conte. Checking the days were Juventus.
Yeah.
He did it. And he built a solid team for Juve for now. Within 3 seasons, almost Champions League final not twice. And my catcher say Juve for G2 the Champions League near Bomudia. Because when the team of Marco finals don't do a pass, still they imagine swap. When they play in the final and they lose, they are not sharing any news with family. But he left them a solid team. And the team now, Chelsea Antonio Conte, no one question. And we just to Inter Hono Jahoko. And I know about for Napoli. Now, so called the city of Naples, they worship Diego Armando Maradona. Baby, I'll be for being informed. The next one was Victor Osimhen Nobel Lidio Modomochi. And this time, Mrs. said, so much immediate title we are. It's not going to be a player. Players will be born home or they McTominay Lukaku. But I think the hailings should be for Antonio Conte. Because in Italy, on that very soil, he knows how to do it better than any other person. Napoli team may be no more. How many players in Odomobeka? The mentality. Intina Tottenham, Hona Anko, you know, no, can be the chair players. Because you need to be ready to win. That is the most important thing. And then no lead. Bibia betim yesi. But Antonio Conte, I watch him 3 points in a day. Listen. Yes. I was saying to very, very careful. Okay. Oman here, I'm not one the title Naja Mohoko. This is a manager. He is meant for this. Namakase. So Napoli, you we are beating up because Champions League on team go by Bia. That is him. But squad no beja or if the next manager comes and he's smart, we'll be home for the next 10 years. And that is Conte. Okay. Very smart guy.
Antonio Conte, the smart guy.